good day, and welcome to Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Let's not waste no time. Let's get right to it. So the 1995 NBA playoffs. Fast forward to the 1995 Western Conference Finals. Spurs versus Rockets. David Robinson versus Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay. And there was a pregame ceremony that took place before game one, okay? Because Robinson was league MVP that year. And they presented David Robinson with a MVP trophy before game one. And Hakeem is watching this from the other side. And if you ask teammates, they will say steam was coming out of his ears. Okay? And so then, if you remember that documentary, Clutch City, Clyde Drexler recalls going up to Hakeem and says, "Hey, Dream, they just gave your MVP to the wrong person." And so then Drexler recalls Olajuwon saying, "Don't you worry, Drexler. We will get the big trophy." Okay. So, game one was a very tight game. Game one was a very tight game. Hakeem had 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. Robinson had 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. The Rockets won on a Robert Horry game-winning shot in game one. So the Rockets stole game one 94-93. And this was the series where Hakeem Olajuwon had more moves than James Brown dancing on stage. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem Olajuwon had like 10 million moves in the post for David Robinson, okay? And if you talk to teammates of the Rockets, they will tell you that they had never seen those moves that Hakeem was putting on David Robinson, but he did hit it. And so the Rockets came right back and took game two convincingly, 106-96. Hakeem had 41 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Robinson had 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 block. And so the Rockets go back to Houston, up 2-9. But the Spurs finally break through in game 3, 107-102. Robinson had 29 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block, and 4 steals. Hakeem had 43 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 blocks. The Spurs won 107-102, despite the fact that the Rockets hit 13 threes in that game. Yes, the Rockets hit 13 threes in that game, but still ended it up on the losing end of a 107-102 Spurs win. In game 4, the Spurs had 6 players in double figures, led by David Robinson, 20 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Hakeem had 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And the Spurs won pretty convincingly, 103-81 in Houston. So, through 4 games, neither team had won on its home court. Okay? Through the first 4 games, neither team had won on their home court. And this trend continued in game 5 when the Rockets blew out the Spurs 111-90. Okay. Sam Cassell was one of the unexpected people who came through for the Rockets. Sam Cassell had 30 points that game. Okay. And David Robinson had 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Hakeem had 42 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 blocks. So it was Hakeem and Cassell doing most of the scoring. And game 6, somebody finally won on their home court as the Rockets won 195 to close out the series. David Robinson had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 1 block, 5 assists. Hakeem Olajuwon had 39 points, 17 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Okay. So Hakeem had 3 games in this series with at least 40. Okay. Olajuwon had 3 games with 40 plus points. And he had 39 in game 6. So 4 games with 30 plus. And had 3 games with 40. So yeah, Clyde Drexler was telling the truth when he said they gave your MVP to the wrong guy. And Kenny Smith recalls talking about this. Kenny Smith recalled that David Robinson thanked everybody but Hakeem. And Kenny Smith tells a story. He says, he went up to Hakeem. He says, that doesn't make you mad? And so then Kenny said, Olajuwon said, oh no, Kenny, he deserves it. He deserves it. And so then Kenny said, so he went out and got 46. And he said after the game, go tell David Robinson I'm going to his house to get my MVP. So Tracy Murray, who had came over from the Blazers along with Clyde Drexler mid-season, put it bluntly. He said they never should have handed that award out before the series even started. But I think that was the ammunition that Hakeem needed to not only outplay David Robinson, but have the Rockets as a whole outplay the Spurs for the entire series. Okay. Because Spurs lost games 2 and 5, which were at home, by 10 plus points. They got blown out 111-90 at home. Then they lost by 10 in game 2. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, for the Rockets to win 3 games in the Alamo Dome. So for the Rockets to win 3 games in the Alamo Dome, and Spurs losing 3 games at home, for the Spurs not to win a single home game in the entire series, just doesn't make sense. But hey, it is what it is, right? All right. That's it. That's all for Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. May God bless you all. Peace out.